Welcome back to Follow the Money. Warren Buffett hypocrisy alert. He complains his secretary pays more taxes than he does, but she's just bought a second home, so she's not doing that badly. How about cutting the corporate tax rate, which is about to become the highest in the world? Join me now, Colin, Hanna, president of Let Freedom Ring. The panel is still with us as well, sir. Tell us, this is hypocrisy alert gone wild.
Well, it is, and it's a delicious irony. That's kind of a euphemism for hypocrisy, because here is somebody who is being held up as an example of the unfairness of the tax code, and yet in point of fact, she apparently makes over $200,000 a year, bought this fancy new house, and she's somebody that the president wants to raise taxes on. So it's just the opposite of the point that he's making. The Buffett tax rate is low because most of it is capital gains. And unless they want to change the capital gains rate and make it the same as ordinary income, which I'd point out, talk about another irony, would not be very well received by the shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway.
That's a very important point.
Unless they did that.
Warren Buffett doesn't want the corporate, the dividends and capital gains tax to go up. He wants personal income taxes to go up.
Well, and that's in effect backwards. He really wants to increase the taxes on his secretary and keep his own low.
Right, right. Bo, you know these people, right? You know Warren.
I know Debbie, and I know
Bosanic.
Warren. But the point is very, very good. This point that he just spoke about is very, very good. You know, we're talking about the structure of the tax thing. You know, if you stop that capital gains, forget about Berkshire Hathaway. Nobody will be investing into any stocks. This country will turn into a flubadub. You know what a flubadub is? Nobody's going to be investing. I mean, like today, I was just speaking about it on another show. No taxes General Electric pays, over $5 billion of profit, no taxes. What they got to stop is they got to stop the loopholes, not just for the individuals, for the corporations. Do your flat tax.
Hey, Brian,
do that.
Brian, but
yes.
the fact remains that the Obama administration is using Warren Buffett and his secretary as an example. It may be backfiring on them.
Yeah, it should be backfiring on them because nobody trusts these politicians with more money. I mean, if you raise the marginal income tax rates in average Americans, it's not going to go to reduce a deficit. It's going to go for these politicians who want to spend, spend, spend. And as we pointed out earlier, the Obama administration has expanded spending to unprecedented levels, so you're not going to get middle income and low income people getting more. The federal government's merely going to be expanding.
Let me get to Lars quickly. Lars, not a lot of time. Go ahead, sir.
Sure. I mean, this is a real phony baloney issue, as Bo suggested, because that secretary making north of $200,000 by Forbes estimate says that she's already in the rich guy territory, the top 1% of wage earners. That's the only way she gets to that 35% rate. And as you had pointed out, capital gains and dividends taxes are what they are for a number of reasons that are good reasons that benefit the economy.
I got to leave it there. I cut off Garland Nixon, but I know what he was going to say. It was Bush's fault anyway. That's Bo. That's Colin. That's Garland. That's Brian, and that's Lars. I'll see you, everyone. I'll see you Wednesday night.